I never thought I'd be the kind of man writing a confession like this. I used to read stories like these late at night, scrolling mindlessly, thinking, how do people not see it coming? I told myself I was smarter than that, more aware, more careful. Turns out, love doesn't care how smart you think you are. It blinds you quietly. I trusted her phone more than my heart, until Snapchat proved me wrong. Her name was Emily. We'd been together for almost 4 years. Not the kind of relationship that was dramatic or flashy. No constant fighting. No cheating rumors. No chaos. Just routine. And I thought routine meant safe. We met when life was simple. I wasn't rich. I wasn't special. I was just consistent. I showed up. I listened. I stayed. She used to tell me that's why she loved me. That I made her feel calm. That being with me felt like breathing after holding it in for too long. I believed her. That was my first mistake. The changes didn't come like an explosion. They came like erosion. Slow. Quiet. Unnoticeable at first. She stopped leaving her phone around. Stopped laughing at my jokes the same way. Stopped telling me little things about her day. Not big enough to accuse. Not obvious enough to confront. Just enough to feel something was off. I remember the first time I noticed how attached she'd become to her phone. We were out at dinner. A place we'd been to dozens of times. Same booth. Same menu. Same dumb argument about whether to get dessert. Her phone buzzed. She checked it immediately. Smiled. Not a polite smile. Not a reflex. A real one. The kind that warms your face. It wasn't meant for me. I asked, casually, everything okay? She nodded too fast. Yeah, just work. Work had never made her smile like that before. After that, her phone was always face down. Always on silent. Always within reach. Bathroom trips got longer. Showers took more time. She started taking calls outside. When I walked into the room, conversations ended. I noticed. Of course I did. But I didn't say anything. Because accusing someone you love feels like self-sabotage. I tried to convince myself I was imagining it. That relationships go through phases. That stress changes people. That love doesn't always look the same. So I tried harder. More compliments. More attention. More patience. I thought if I loved her loudly enough, whatever distance existed would close. I was wrong. The night everything fell apart wasn't dramatic. That's the part that haunts me the most. No fight. No suspicion-filled argument. No gut instinct screaming danger. Just a normal night. She fell asleep on the couch while watching TV, head tilted slightly, phone resting on her chest. The room was quiet except for the low hum of the screen. I stood there for a moment watching her sleep. She looked peaceful. I remember thinking, this is my life. This is my person. Her phone vibrated. Once. Then again. The screen lit up. Snapchat. Red notification. A heart emoji next to a name I didn't recognize. The message preview was short. I can't stop thinking about last night. My chest went cold. I didn't touch the phone right away. I stood there like my body had forgotten how to move. Like if I stayed still enough, reality might change. But then another message came in. I wish you were here instead of him. Instead of me. That's when my hands started shaking. I picked up the phone. It didn't have a lock on it. I wish it did. Because once you see something like that, you can't unsee it. The messages went back weeks. Photos. Voice notes. Plans. Inside jokes I wasn't part of. She talked about me like I was a problem. Like I was boring. Predictable. Safe. She told him I'd never suspect anything. She was right. There's a moment when you realize the version of the person you loved never existed. That moment feels like grief. Not anger. Not rage. Loss. I felt like I was reading messages from a stranger wearing my girlfriend's face. I woke her up. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just said her name. She opened her eyes, confused at first. Then she saw the phone in my hand. And everything changed. Her face drained of color. Her mouth opened, then closed again. She knew. She didn't ask what I saw. She didn't deny it. She just started crying. How long? I asked. She whispered. It didn't mean anything. That's when I laughed. Not because it was funny. Because it was insulting. She said she felt lonely. She said I'd changed. She said she needed excitement. She said a lot of things. None of them explained why she looked so comfortable lying to my face for weeks. What hurt the most wasn't the sex. It was the intimacy, the jokes, the confessions, the emotional space that used to belong to me. She gave that away willingly. I asked her why she didn't just leave. She said she was scared to lose me. That answer destroyed whatever was left of me. She was scared to lose the comfort I provided, not the person. I packed a bag that night. Not because I wanted to leave, but because I knew staying would teach her that betrayal had no consequences. She begged. She promised. She swore it would never happen again. I believe she believed herself. But trust doesn't reset just because someone is sorry. The weeks after were worse than the discovery. The silence, the memories, the instinct to reach for my phone and text her. I'd wake up thinking it was a nightmare. Then reality would sink in again. I replayed everything. Every moment I ignored my gut. Every time I chose peace over truth. Every excuse I made for her behavior. And the worst part? I still missed her. Not the cheater, the version of her I thought I knew. I deleted her number eventually. Not out of anger, out of survival. I don't hate her. That surprised me. I just don't trust her. And I've learned that love without trust is just attachment dressed up as hope. Now when I hear someone say, I trust them completely, I flinch. Not because trust is stupid, but because it's fragile. And once it's broken, it never sounds the same again. What I saw next destroyed me. Not the messages, not the photos, but the realization that loving someone doesn't protect you from them. It makes you vulnerable enough for them to hurt you deeply. If you're reading this and something feels familiar, you're not crazy. You're not weak. You just loved someone who didn't protect what you gave them. And that hurts in a way no apology can fix.